So as you guys can see the brand up here, how do you decide? How do you decide to just get nervous? Um, Honestly, um, when it comes to makeup, I just kind of wing it sometimes, or I look for inspiration on like Pinterest, Instagram. I'm constantly saving photos of things that I want to recreate, and then I just add my own spin on it. But I do get nervous with some looks, especially looks that I've never tried out before. But that's where I try to just calm myself down and tell myself it does not have to be perfect. It's just something fun for me to create and use my face as like a canvas. So now I put this product up here. This is Light Show Color Melt, and it's also plant powered. It has, you guys can see, I put it on my hand here. It has this really nice sheen to it, but it is super glittery. So if I, you see that? It's like a metallic-y glitter. So if I didn't want to use as much, I would actually just put less product. As you can see, a lot comes out. A lot goes a long way. So this is actually what I used on my eyelid, and it's on sale as well. It was $22. It's also on sale for $18.70, and I'm gonna show you guys how I actually put that on my eye. Thank you so much. So here we go. So it picks up a lot of metallic glitter on the eye. I use my finger to get the most product onto my eyelid, and then I actually go on to use a brush to just kind of shape it and just guide it to where I want it on my eye, because with your finger it kind of just goes everywhere. So I'm just using my finger to apply it on my eyelid. This is definitely this glittery liquid I'm putting with the eye is definitely giving me like euphoria vibes. Like I feel like everyone is into this like metallic, super artsy and fun eye looks, and I feel like this is the perfect product to create that. You can manipulate it and use it in different ways. It doesn't have to be just in one area. You can kind of spread it out since it is super glittery. So you guys see that's there on my eye. And then I'm just gonna grab a brush and I'm gonna shape it how I shaped this one over here. So I'm gonna bring it up a little bit and I'm pressing it in. As you blend it, you will notice um, the glitter will move around. So I'm just kind of patting some more into my eyelid and I'm just rounding it. Can you share the brush you use? Of course. So the brush that I did use, let me see if I can actually add it in here. So I just wanted to see if I can add it in, but I don't think that I can. Sorry guys, I was trying to actually pull up the brush on the Verishop app, but I'm going to show you guys again. This is the blush brush from Youthforia, and like I mentioned in the beginning, it is super fluffy, super gentle on the skin. They actually sent me this brush, and I've been using it a whole lot on my cheekbone area. Um, so that was the brush that I used to apply that red on. Let me see. Let me finish putting the shadow on. Oh, the pink brush. Sorry. So the shadow brush that I'm using is actually from Morphe. It's not on the Verishop app, but there are a ton of amazing brands that do have makeup brushes on the app that I did use previously. Um, one of the brands, I believe one of the brands is MTU. I really like their makeup brushes and they're super affordable. So if you guys are looking for new makeup brushes, I would definitely check out some brushes on the Verishop app and just look for specifically what you want, whether you want a shadow brush, a blush brush, a blending brush. You can find a whole bunch of different brushes for all your eyeshadow needs. So I'm just going to finish this off up here. I'm just angling it just a little bit here in the corner. Okay. You can also put this on the eye alone. You don't have to use this red underneath. You can just use like a natural color under the glitter, and the glitter just kind of does its own thing. It creates like this super like metallic-y, really pretty sheen on the eyes. All right, so I am now going to move on to my wing. So I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to create the same wing look that I have on this side. And the trick to creating the wing look for me, I start in the corner of my eye. So I would start here and I would drag it in. This is the easiest way for me. I used to pull my eyelid upwards and then draw the line, and then when I would let my eyelid go, the liner would just kind of be everywhere. So the easiest way that I've learned is to just draw it on while my eyes are open. Thank you. It took me time. I used to work at Sephora, so I've learned over time, but it's really easy when you get the hang of it with your eyes open. So I'm just gonna drag this over. And I feel like it's so much easier with liquid. When you're using like a pencil, it is a little bit chalkier and it's a little harder to blend it. So you guys can see I'm just literally drawing this on the eye. Here we go. I think eyeliner is like my favorite thing to do because I've gotten such a hang of it and I've gotten so comfortable with my eye and not being nervous of poking myself in the eye. I think that's also the problem. Sometimes we get nervous of like poking ourselves in the eye or messing up our liner that we wind up blinking and messing it up. So I try to just stay as calm as possible, try not to blink a lot. I know some people have really watery eyes, so I would suggest taking breaks in between, but the liner is on. I'm gonna actually make it a little bit more dramatic. So I'm adding more to the corner of my eye. And then I'm gonna make sure this is all seamless. It goes right into the corner. There's a liner there. It's not easy at all. It's not easy, but I promise when you practice and get the hang of it, it becomes like a walk in the park for me. All right, so I'm gonna actually create this dramatic effect I have here in the corner. I'm going to just draw it in with this pen. And what I love about this liquid pen is that the tip is like a felt tip, so it's kind of spongy. So I feel like it controls the amount of liquid that comes out. There's different liquid liners, and there's definitely some that have more of like a brush tip, like a paintbrush tip, and I think those are much harder to use. So that we have that dramatic effect there in the corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw in some black on my waterline at the bottom. I feel like my eyes are more on the smaller side. So whenever I draw in my waterline area, it definitely, I feel like, accentuates my eyes. All right. So now we're going to draw in the waterline. This is the tricky part. This is the part um, that's a little harder to do on the camera. So I'm actually going to just look right into the camera and do it without the mirror. And with the waterline, I feel like there's no perfect way to do it. You do it for how it fits your face, your eyes, how you want it. And you can always go ahead. So I'm using a liner that has a sponge tip on the other end so I can smoke it out. And if I make any mistakes or I put too much, I'll smoke it out and you wouldn't even be able to tell. So that's what I'm doing with this sponge tip now. Kind of gives it more of a smoky look, and I'm really into the smoky look right now. There we go. And I try to bring it up into that wing liner that I have. I'll probably go back over it with the wing liner in the corners. Grabbing my wing liner, and then I'm just going to angle that so that it goes right into the waterline. There we go. So we have that in there. And I'm going to add some more glitter into the corners of my eye. Again, I'm still using the Light Show Color Melt. And this is actually, so sorry I didn't tell you guys, this is the color Dream Phone. There it is there. It comes in this little squeeze tube. I'll show you guys how it comes out. I would definitely shake it up before using it because a lot comes out. I still have so much on my hand and it comes out just like that. So a lot goes a long way. This should last you for pretty long because you do not need to use a lot. So I'm just going to put some of that glitter here in the corner. Dab it right into my eye. And I'm going to just use my finger. I put some of that glitter there in the corner and I'm just going to blend it right in. If you can get it before it dries, you can kind of move the glitter around. That wing is still good. If I want it to be a little bit more dramatic and show, I can go over it again like I'm doing right now. All right, and now I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I've been doing with this blush oil. I have been using, let me pull it up on the screen. This is like one of my favorite products right now. This is